This is Questions with Clay, and this is Addie Morgan. She's my niece, and she has a few questions that she wants to ask today. So we're going to dive in, and you're going to ask, right? Right. Okay. So what's your first question?
When is the election?
When is the election? Well, that's a good question, Addie, because last year I was campaigning, letting people know I was going to run, and they thought I was running last year. So the actual election, are you confused yet? No? Okay, good. So the actual election is this year. So there's something called the primary election, and that's in May. And then there's the general election, which is in November. I almost forgot. That's crazy. It's in November. And so in the primary, you decide like who's going to be the Republican candidate, who's going to be the Democrat candidate, and then there could be independents and libertarians later. But anyways, the first Tuesday in November, that's when you need to vote for me. Can I count on your vote?
How long can you be mayor?
How long can I be mayor? Well, actually, the mayor can be mayor as long as the mayor wants to run, as long as the people want to vote him in. Or her, right? Women can be mayors too, right? Okay, thank you. All right. So yeah, so there's no term limits, and that's one thing some people would like to fix, because if people keep voting the same person in, that person stays in office. So the only way that the position of mayor is term limited, is if the people decide to put a term limit on the mayor through their vote. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, any questions about that? Okay.
What do you think is the most frustrating parts about being mayor?
The most frustrating about being mayor? Well, I'll tell you what. There is a few things that's frustrating about being an elected official. You know what those are? You don't? You want me to tell you?
Sure.
Okay. One of the things is the way government functions sometimes is not very, doesn't have a common sense, and it's not very efficient sometimes. So one of the frustrating things is you may have a really good idea. A lot of people might really want you to get it done, but you're stuck because you have to jump through certain hoops to get it done. So maybe it's a funding issue, maybe it's a state issue, maybe it's a federal issue, and there's different restrictions and different ways you have to do certain things. And so some of these projects that you think should be easy to fix sometimes take a long time because you have to go through the processes. And one way to overcome that, though, is just by building good relationships with people that are involved in those processes. And as long as you can build those good relationships, be patient, work through the hard times, work through the obstacles that come up, you can get a lot done, but it does take time. Yeah, okay.
One more question.
You have one more question, and this one's not written down.
I know.
Oh boy, I'm scared. Is it scary?
There's two.
Two questions. Oh boy, you're a lot like your Uncle Clay.
So it's kind of like the one that we just did, but
Okay.
What's the most? I don't know how. It's the opposite of frustrating of that.
Oh, so maybe the most exciting or the most fun thing? That's a good question, actually. So for me, I think one of the most exciting things that I'm already doing just by campaigning is building relationships, getting to know people, and talking to people, and I love to build relationships with people. I love to network with people and to hear their concerns, hear their heart, share mine, because through that process, you can really accomplish some things. What I begin to see is that if we're going to make an impact in our local community, if we're really going to help each other out and be there for one another, then we have to think more locally than we do nationally. So as I begin to think about the position of mayor and what impact I can make, and just the opportunity that brings to all of us to really prioritize on our local issues, our local infrastructure, our local public safety, we could help each other out. The world may be going crazy around us. You know what I mean by that? Right? It's a crazy world out there, right? Right. But even though things are going crazy around us, we can build a good community here and be there for one another, help our neighbors out, things like that.
Do you know anybody else who's running for mayor?
Anybody else that's running for mayor?
Do you know anybody that's running for mayor?
Yeah. Right now, the only person running for mayor, besides myself, is the current Democrat mayor, Greg York. So he's the Democrat candidate so far. And so he's signed up to run as the Democrat. I've signed up to run as the Republican. And so far, we don't have any other candidates that I know of. But that could change. Do you like politics?
I don't know what.
Well, government. Do you like government? Have you liked walking in the parades with me and stuff over the years?
Yeah.
Yeah? That didn't sound real convincing.
Well, I don't do it a lot.
Well, there's only a few parades here and there, but you've done it, right? I mean, look whose shirt you're wearing right now. You got Uncle Clay's merch on, right? Okay, well, all right then. Man. So if you have any other questions to ask or anything you would like answered, go ahead and comment, write to me through email, text, give me a call, whatever you want to do. Phone number is 765-465-5124, or you could email me at morgan4mayor.nc@gmail.com. You can also look us up on Facebook.
I have Snapchat.
I don't have Snapchat.
I do.
You have Snapchat? Oh, jeez. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Or if you have the comment section open, they can do that.
Oh, the comment section on YouTube? Tell them.
You can also comment on the comment section.
On YouTube. So thank you very much, and we'll see you.
Bye-bye.